So today's topic is going to be super interesting. I have been waiting for this video for so long now, and I'm so happy we are finally doing this. So in this lockdown period, I think we have all utilized our resources optimally, and because we can't go out and we can't call guests, so definitely Ghar Ki Murgi has become biryani now. And I have my sister here who is a budding psychologist, who is somebody that I extremely admire, though she's my younger sister. But I think that her mindset, her thought process, the way she deals with her life, it is definitely maturer than mine. So I am really excited for you because I know that this video is going to help you so much. I have learned personally so much from her, so I am looking forward for you to learn so much from her too. Please welcome Stuti Munjal. इसे कहते हैं low budget scripting.
Also,
अब
can I
नीचे
just
बैठ सकती है?
thanks so much. मैं डंडे पे wait कर रही थी सोफे के. Okay.
So what is going to be? Yeah, please.
Thank you so much. मैंने कभी नहीं सुना that she's been so loving and kind when
Oh,
she
really?
introduces me.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. I'm really excited for this.
Content के लिए अपन कुछ भी कर रहे हैं.
I know.
But jokes
That's
apart, Stuti, today is I think it's a special video for me because you are here and I'm introducing my sister to all of you beautiful people out there. So what are we going to talk about today?
Whatever you want me to talk about.
We are going to talk about something that I have been inspired myself with, which is your gratitude journal. Okay. So, and by the way, this is not scripted. I really did not tell her what we're going to talk about because I wanted honest answers and I did not want her to prepare. I wanted this to be on the spot and I wanted it to be as natural as possible. So, we are going to talk about this really interesting concept of gratitude journal. I have seen a lot of change in Stuti after she started writing it. So let's figure out what this journal is about, what does she write in it, and everything along the way, right? So tell us about it, Stuti. When did you start and why did you think it was important for you to write a gratitude journal?
Okay, so I think it was about 5 years ago that I was introduced to the concept of a gratitude journal.
Okay.
But I
So
just
this
wanna
was after you
clarify.
started studying psychology or before that?
Yeah, it was. Of course, I was studying psychology at that time, but it wasn't through a psychologist or through psychology books. I think it was just because I was always interested in such books like self-help books and all of that. So the concept came from there.
Okay.
But I just want to clarify that the concept is not only of a gratitude journal.
Okay.
It's just the concept of gratitude. You
Okay.
can do it any which way you
Okay.
want it, right? So there
Okay.
are different ways people do it.
Okay.
I actually even started, so when I was actually introduced to this concept, it wasn't like one person told me or one book had it.
Yeah.
Suddenly, from everywhere, I was hearing this term gratitude.
Yeah.
And most specifically, I was hearing gratitude journals.
Right.
So then, when I was in second year of college and I was studying positive psychology there, my teacher, I mean, the twinkle in her eyes while she
Yeah.
used to talk about gratitude was amazing. So
Okay.
she actually practiced way more than I used to because I just started gratitude journal, right? And she had been doing it. So before she came to into my life and the concept of positive psychology came into my life, I used to I just thought actually I should try it, So I used to just make a specific routine of it. So like before going to sleep, I would say 5 things that I'm grateful for, or things, people, emotions, anything that I was, that in the day I felt grateful for. But then after she spoke, I actually thought that this is something that's important. I came to know about its advantages and disadvantages, which are none. So,
Okay, I mean that's an interesting thing to say because if the
Yeah.
advantages are none, why would you want to do it, right? We always
Absolutely.
look forward towards achieving something
Right.
after doing a particular thing.
Right.
And if there are no advantages, then why would you want to do it? We would want to know that
Yeah.
also.
Sure. So I will get into this detail. But so then I started writing gratitude
Yeah.
journal. And the concept of, as you said, that there are advantages and disadvantages were our topic. So उसमें क्या है, I actually, so since it was a part of my studies,
Yeah.
I came across researches. So whatever
Right.
I am going to say is not just my experience, right?
Right.
It is backed up by a lot of researches, a lot of facts,
Okay.
and you can go check out. There are ample books available,
Right.
and there are people who are just working on this concept. So when I was studying, I came to know that, see, everybody wants to live a happy life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Everybody wants that they should have more meaningful relationships.
Right.
I am yet to come across a person who thinks that self-esteem or self-confidence doesn't pay,
Yeah.
or that they haven't heard that one should live in the here and now.
Yeah.
So it is not just gratitude, I believe. It is all of these other things,
Okay.
like this, like
Okay.
being in the here and now, that it helps you. I will tell you, if you want to go into detail, I will tell you how exactly gratitude works and all of these things. So that's how I became more interested, and I
Okay.
loved the concept. And I said, it takes 5 minutes.
Right.
It takes me 5 minutes to do
Right.
this, and it has n number of advantages
Yeah.
and no disadvantage that I have,
Yeah.
come across, or I have read it about, in any of the books. So yeah, that's about it. And it's not only from positive psychology or some gyan coming from a psychologist. Nothing of that sort. It is something that everybody, I think, should be following, should be doing, and it's not just a psychologist's thing that they
Okay.
have to keep themselves sane because they, have to meet with people who.
So this is
have
for
lives on
anybody
and
and everybody, you're saying?
absolutely. And
Okay.
everybody should practice this.
Okay. Everybody should practice
Yeah.
this. Everybody should practice
Yes,
this.
please.
Okay. So Stuti, tell me something.
Mm-hmm.
What do you write in your journal? I know that's
Okay.
very personal, so
Yeah.
I'm not expecting details here, but I'm just trying to understand what is the format that you follow, and is there a specific reason behind it? And do we actually think that journal is like वो मोटी सी book तुमने journal की तरह रखी है? Like what do you call a journal? You know?
Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah. So I actually myself was confused when I came across this term as gratitude journal. That probably I have to go get something from the market that should say attitudes of gratitude or something like that.
Yeah.
But it isn't like that. You
Okay.
can just get hold of any notebook. But
Okay.
because I think that whatever new you're starting, you usually start it from a fresh notebook. It's a vibrant thing that you're doing. So I just suggest that take a nice, happy notebook. That's it. And it could be this much in size. It could be this much in
Okay.
size. It could be any.
So as long as you want to keep it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's not even like necessary that you should have a journal. You can
Okay.
just spend time saying thank you for whatever you have.
Right.
Coming to what I write, yes, that is very, very personal. But I usually write how I am grateful for my family.
Okay.
And I think that has helped me not to take anything that they do
Right.
or just the fact that they are around for
Yeah.
granted.
Okay.
Every single day, I feel in each cell of my body
That's very important, actually.
that changes how you deal with your family, that
Yeah.
changes how you deal with the arguments that you have with your family
Right.
members. It
Right.
changes everything because
Right.
every day you're grateful for it. And just the fact that they are around.
Yeah.
I write about, so it is not anything specific that I think about that I should be writing. Anything that's making me feel happy. It
Yeah.
could be anything that I've got. It could be anything that has been gifted to me. It could be
Yeah.
any emotion. It could be just the wind blowing and I have been
How
experiencing
sweet.
of that. Like literally anything.
Okay.
Anything that I felt, oh wow, life is nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, I really think that it's important to mention that it's not just, the happy parts that I write about.
Okay.
Gratitude actually helped me. So हमने बहुत ज़्यादा सुना है कि negativity में भी positivity ढूंढो and every pain is there to teach you a lesson. I never thought that it would come this organically to me when I started writing the gratitude journal.
Yeah.
That I started thanking Lord or the universe for my pain.
Okay.
Because
So you were basically thanking for all your miseries or
Yeah.
any problems that
Yeah.
you're facing right now. You
Yeah.
were thanking God for that as well, or like the universe,
yes,
like
so
you
it
said, for that
wasn't
as
like
well.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, and it
Okay.
wasn't like a very conscious decision that I must, when I'm going through that pain or whatever sad day that I've been going through. So whenever I think that, I should be,
Yeah.
I do not do it as consciously as it sounds, right?
Yeah.
It has just been a practice, and this practice has told me that when these things are going on, when the
Yeah.
sad moments are coming,
Yeah.
but still you have to write that gratitude journal at the end of the day. So I'll tell you what happened personally. So when I was going through like a not a very happy day, then I started thinking, what will I write in my gratitude journal at night?
Yeah.
I'll just skip it today.
Yeah.
And when I thought that, I don't like missing my routine things, okay? So I said, no, I will write something. Let me find out kuch to acha hua hoga din mein, kuch to.
Yeah.
It could be as simple a thing as आज जब दिन बहुत बुरा चल रहा था,
Yeah.
तो घर वालों ने डिस्टर्ब नहीं किया या घर वालों ने बहुत अच्छा खाना बना दिया या
They supported you or they understood
but
you.
no, like not they did it consciously, but just
Yeah.
that रोज अच्छा खाना बनता था घर में, like रोज वो ध्यान
Yeah.
रखते थे. They would
Yeah.
not make things that we do not usually like.
Yeah.
Then I said, see, I still have them.
Yeah.
I still have my working body by God's grace.
Yeah. So there are still
This
so many
thing-
things to be thankful for.
Yes, and
Yeah.
that
Even if
this
it's
will
a bad
pass.
day, there's still so many
100%,
things to be thankful for.
100%.
So do you think, Stuti, that writing a journal can make you a better person?
Okay, so it really depends on how we define being a good person and
No,
a better
person. By better, I mean that I think there are various aspects to it. For
Yeah,
example, you feel happier in your life. You have sympathy or empathy for people, right? Or you don't take people for granted, like you said. Do you think that just writing once, scribbling that journal for 5 minutes at night or maybe in the morning, I don't know, like whichever time of the day.
Whatever time suits you guys.
Yeah, so any time of the day.
Yeah.
So I think that definitely people would want to know that does it make you a better person? How has it changed you?
Okay. So as I said that we really need to understand what being a better person really means. So if it means being more kind, if it means that you are more empathetic towards people, you have better relationships with yourself and with others around you, with your family, your extended family, your friends. If it is about, I think, just doing kind things for others, be it किसी को पानी का ग्लास दे देना, for example, it's the simplest thing we can do, or just passing a smile. If all of this counts as being a better person, yes. But more so, I'll tell you now, being a better person also probably for a lot of people would mean being better mentally, physically. Yes, it does. Now there's science to prove that.
Okay.
So there have been numerous studies that say that, if just scribbling those 5 points or 3 points or 2 points.
I don't think that's scribbled that way.
But honestly, when it becomes a practice, we actually give our heart and soul when we are writing this. Right? So, and it's not a difficult process, okay? It's just like giving 5 minutes and writing what you're grateful for. That is it. So just doing a thing as simple as this. Research shows that it increases your emotional well-being, your physical well-being, your lifespan. It increases your life satisfaction. So
I think that's so important, right? That's so important because most of the times we want to improve our lives and all we want to do is
make tough decisions.
And for example, you would want to do, like, you would just want to change yourself and be a better person from tomorrow. I would get up on time, I would exercise, I would eat healthy. You want the change to come the very next day. And it becomes so difficult sometimes to deal with it because obviously you cannot change everything about yourself in one day. Right? So it becomes all the more important to make such small changes that can bring such huge changes in you. So what do you have to say to people who are looking for a change in themselves and they haven't thought of writing a gratitude journal yet? What do you have to say to them? How can they start this? And how will they keep going? Because ultimately trusting this method can be so difficult because if you're exercising, you'll see some results, right? If you're getting up early, you'll see some results. How do you see results in something like this which you can't quantify?
That's a brilliant question. Okay, that's a brilliant question. Something that we really have to talk about.
Guys.
So, no, honestly, I think that this is actually not true. The second part of the question, that once you start waking up early, or you start doing exercises, and your results show.
No, the results could be like
is with gratitude journal.
The results could be like मैं रोज लेट उठती हूँ तो मेरे मम्मी पापा चिल्ला रहे हैं, right? But I'm happier now. अब मम्मा पापा खुश है, मैं रोज सुबह जल्दी उठ रही हूँ. That is all they wanted from me in my my entire life. That is what they wanted. So my satisfaction could be in other ways also. The results are not just personal results, but overall my day becomes longer. I have more time. I could achieve my goals. So I feel better about it, right? But with something like this, you don't know if it's bringing a change or not. So your faith can shake very easily.
100%. It happened with me. Yeah. So it's not like I used to...
Good question again.
Yeah, a very, very good question. And something I had completely forgotten that this happened to me. That I said, how do I trust this? And I never thought that it's as important because when I used to say and not write, I was not doing it every single day. I would skip some days, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
so you would just say it out, right, instead of writing it.
Yeah, so there are different ways of doing it, right? So some people just say it. But then I thought, for me, a gratitude journal works beautifully is because whenever I'm having an uncomfortable day or when I'm having a very happy day, I have this one thing to go back to, and when I just so I write it with a glitter pen. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So,
that's
and I write different. I use different glitter pens. Okay. I said let me make it more glittery and all of that.
Okay.
So
what if it's a bad day? Is it okay to still write it with a glitter pen? Like, do you feel
you
like
must write it with a glitter pen? You must. No. So I'll get into this. Okay. So when I just like go back, even if it's not a glitter pen, guys, it's just like a normal pen. What matters is the content, right? So you go back and you read and you realize that these things you had forgotten. You had forgotten the things that you were actually grateful for at one point of time because you had to do this consciously and zabardasti ki routine बनाई है, अपने आप को promise किया करना पड़ेगा. Secondly, you relive those moments that were good.
Absolutely.
Now the thing is that moments come and they go. But memories stay with you. So I remember I was just going through my journal one day. I was flipping the back pages, right? So I was going backwards and I said, I did not even realize I was thankful for this also. Oh wow, I was thankful for that also. Oh wow, this has also happened in my life. And suddenly, in a second, even
your mood changed.
Your mood changed. My mood changed. And I found answers of how to deal with that negative situation I was in. So for example, we just clog our minds when we're in a negative situation. And this helped me. I said, wow, I'm getting answers? I mean, how was this possible? But yes, so it did happen because you need a positive mind, and I think it just helped me kick into that positivity. But one thing I really have to say is that all of these things that you're talking about, waking up early or anything of that sort, they are separate good things. I'm not claiming, guys, that gratitude will drastically change your life or it will fix everything in your life. It's nothing of that stuff.
I don't think anybody can do that for that matter. But like nothing can just fix your life,
Nothing.
You don't get quick fix for life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good line.
I'm just doing a lot of good things today. Just trying to keep up with your knowledge.
I'm sending you vibes.
Great vibes I'm getting today. I'm actually feeling very positive, to be honest. And there are like rare moments when we sit together to talk like this. We definitely talk about life and we talk about serious stuff and we have these tough conversations together. But
mostly with a lot
of
drama.
Not an interview. But not an interview, So honestly, you're an amazing first guest to have.
I'm raising the bar high, guys.
Definitely very, very high.
No, but honestly, this is something very important, I think. And I'm really, really happy that we're sending across this message because that was my personal motive. I always wanted people to, to know more about this and how it has helped me. So when we talk about these big changes like life satisfaction, all of that, they really come later on. But the instant changes that you start seeing in a matter of few weeks or a week or 4 days, when you just do it consistently and you give your complete 5 minutes to it. Complete 5 minutes. Okay, you should. आपका कन वो खुशी महसूस करना चाहिए जब आप actually में उस चीज में you are literally immersed. So it's a peak experience. So I'm drifting away. I think what was the question? Sorry.
I don't remember the question anymore.
I remember. Okay, Okay. So you said how we see we see the changes and all of that.
Right.
So okay, so I'll tell you how I instantly came to know
Okay.
that this is the thing that's helping me.
Okay.
So, for example, just visualize your normal day when you're not doing this gratitude practice and you go about your day.
Yeah.
Things are happening, both good, bad,
Yeah.
neutral. You're
Yeah.
just going about your day. There's nothing special about your day, okay? Nothing
Right.
at all.
Right.
You go to college, you come back, you cook your food, you
Yeah.
sleep, you do your homework and stuff, and you sleep, and that's it. So the day just ends. But then when I started writing this, I think also because I was trusting the process and I thought
Right.
there's nothing wrong if I try this.
Yeah, because anyway, I don't think it has any,
Yeah.
ill
Negative
effects or
aspect, yeah.
your
So
negative
you don't have
effects.
to
So it's not
weigh
like
the
yeah,
pros and cons.
Yeah.
There are no cons that I've heard
exactly.
of as of
exactly.
now.
Exactly.
You know, so and it's
Makes
not
sense.
something difficult. It's not a drastic change that I'm
Yeah.
making to my life.
Yeah, it's just 5 minutes of writing. You know,
Yeah,
what you're grateful
it's
for,
just
so.
that.
Yeah.
So what I did was I was just doing it individually, right? I was
Right.
writing myself, so I wasn't dependent on somebody else. कि जब आप भी free होगे, आप भी free होगे, आप भी free होगे, तब मैं आपके लिए कुछ करूँगी, हम
Yeah.
साथ में करेंगे. That's all. Just 5 minutes to yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I was doing that, so now imagine that I was not doing it before the day was going.
Right.
Now I started doing it. It has been say a week,
Right,
and now the changes that I have been noticing.
right.
I became more observant of
Right.
the neutral things going on in my routine,
Right.
and I realized that so this constant thing was there because this was a new thing. I was very
Yeah.
happy that I have taken a decision in my life and I'm going
Yeah.
to do this positive thing.
Yeah.
So I used to think about it a lot, like
Yeah.
so it's not like it would always be in my mind, but it was just that whenever something was happening, for example, somebody said, "Oh, you're looking nice today."
And you would have that in mind that I would write it in my
write it
journal.
today. Oh wow, I've
Makes
got
sense.
one thing to write, you know.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
initially when I just started, I thought 3-4 चीजें मिलेंगी कहाँ से भाई?
Yeah.
दिन में इतना क्या अच्छा हो जाता है मेरे साथ? You know, so then I was like, oh अच्छा एक तो मिल गया, okay, I'll write this down.
Right, right.
And then
You just start being more conscious about what is
Yeah.
happening around you and
And
how
you
you're thankful for it.
Yes.
And how you can write it down at night.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
learning, guys.
Absolutely,
I'm learning.
Absolutely. So this happens. This actually happened with me.
Yeah.
I became more observant and I realized that my life is easy. It's
Yeah.
better because of
Yeah.
so many people around me.
Yeah.
You know, so shuru mein when I was struggling to find things, in the end I started struggling. How do I stop writing?
Yeah.
What am I grateful for?
Yeah.
Like these flowers are made by somebody so that
Right.
my house could look prettier. I
Yeah.
write that in the gratitude journal one day.
Wow.
And I
Okay.
prefer writing new things every day because life is so beautiful when you look at it. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying your bad days will go away or anything of that sort,
But they can still feel a little less
Yes.
painful because
Yes.
you had so many things to be
Right.
thankful for
Right.
in the past.
Right.
And even if today is a bad day, tomorrow is going to be a good day.
Great.
Because that
great idea.
pattern can be followed, that pattern can be seen in your journal.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
yesterday was a bad day, today is a good day.
Mhm.
Or tomorrow again is a bad day.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that there is a good day. So it's
Yes.
just like you can believe that
Yes.
if the sun is setting,
Yeah.
it will rise tomorrow.
Yes. Yes.
Right? If it's
Yes.
night, it'll be day tomorrow.
Yes.
So I think your faith, your belief system kind of can improve with this. That's what I'm seeing right now.
Yes, it happens. Your belief system
So-
improves.
Yeah.
And also, I would just like to take this one notch higher.
Okay.
That it's, for me, I stopped thinking that there are good days or there are bad days.
Right.
I just started to think
Yeah.
my day has some parts that are
Yeah.
that I want, and the same day has some parts that I do not would
That's
I
such a
would not
beautiful
want.
thought. That's a very beautiful
It's
thought.
not that no single day
Yeah.
has been good.
Yeah.
It has not been like that because I have proof in my
Right.
hand of the gratitude journal that good parts were
That
there.
is how it is. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then one was this, that I started observing people more. So the second thing is that I started to realize that if others are doing so kind, that they have been doing kind gestures towards me,
Yeah.
I automatically started doing these little gestures in return
Yeah.
that were not big, that were not conscious, that were not time consuming,
Yeah.
effortful, nothing of that sort. But I realized, what if they have a gratitude journal?
Yeah.
They will also have something to write.
Yeah.
right?
So you'll give them also something to write
Yeah.
in their journal. That's
Yeah.
that's a really,
And
really
then
good thought.
I think all of this is contributing towards so much
Yeah.
positivity in me,
Yeah.
in others,
Right.
in world.
Yeah.
And this is just my experience that I'm talking about. I'm
Yeah.
not here talking about what other big things the
Yeah.
books are saying
Yeah.
or the researchers are saying.
Yeah.
this is only my personal experience, completely as a neutral person, not even somebody who has studied positive psychology. It was like for a semester or so. So it's not like I'm into this practice. It is not like that. I'm just saying that it's not that I'll read such stuff or anything of that sort. It's just that I was attracted to the idea of this. That's just helping me in life.
Right.
And then what I feel is that it's just a very personal thought.
Yeah.
But I'm the person who thinks that when you start being grateful for the things that you have, God just sends you more things to be grateful for.
Right. So it's law of attraction.
And so it's on the similar lines of God helps those who help themselves. So God gives more to
those who are
appreciative of it. Yeah. And it's just to make me feel happy, but I do know that everybody has something to be grateful for.
Right.
And that's about it.
Okay.
So it's just a very personal thing. It's just my personal journey.
Yeah.
But if you want to know more, there are ample books that you can read, and
I think I'll also put some
in the description box.
I will put some links in the description box for you, so that at least you can get something to start with. It'll save you the effort, and it might motivate you to start writing your journal right away. So I think we can definitely do that. Also, my last question would be that a lot of people think that this concept is a Western concept. So ये बाहर से उठाया हुआ concept है कि gratitude journal लिखो, और ये fancy concept है, and India में ऐसा नहीं होता था, और बहुत सारे लोगों को ये लगता था this is a Western influence. What do you have to say about that?
See, सदा कहें भगवान का शुक्र है तो Indian concept है, और बहुत पुराना concept है. It's nothing of that sort. As all Homo sapiens breathe, it's the same concept. Whether you take it from France, you take it from Lithuania, you take it from London or whatever place, or whatever Western influence, it's nothing of that sort. I think it's just how we're programmed. If we're programmed to breathe, we're also programmed to be this. I think this is our innate nature. This is how Homo sapiens were programmed or designed to be. So it's just that बाकी चीज़ें भी हम सीखते हैं, हम उनके बारे में समझते हैं, हम बच्चा चलना सीखते हैं. Similarly, बच्चे को चलना आना चाहिए, right? It's a need to be a human being. For example, I mean just giving you an example कि अगर वो requirement है तो उसी पर हम उसको सिखाते हैं. Similarly, ये भी ऐसी चीज़ें जो सीखी जा सकती है, और हम बता सकते हैं कि this helps. It's as simple as that.
Right. So I think that's it from our side today.
But I'm again cutting you in between. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि आपको एक और question पूछना चाहिए मुझसे.
Okay.
Which is that I have been saying time and again here that there's not just a single way to be grateful for.
Right.
So what can be the other ways? Just to give people, the viewers, an idea कि और ऐसे क्या चीजें हैं that I have come across when I'm reading or I'm talking to my teacher, something like that.
So our next question,
yes,
if you allow me to ask,
yes, please. What will that be?
That'll be, ma'am, that what are the different ways to practice being grateful? If not a journal, then how else can you be grateful?
I must mention this is a great question.
Okay, thank you.
And it's a very very important question. कोई बहुत ही समझदार ने question पूछा होगा तो मैं answer करती हूँ. The answer, what I have actually come across is that, so as I have already mentioned about two things. One is writing the gratitude journal. The other is just thinking about it.
Right.
So, but the other things are, I would really say keep wearing if you want your ways of being grateful for.
Okay.
So something that's absolutely emotional, but one should really have this experience that I learned by my teachers, and there was a happiness intervention in my college. So there was a team of a lot of learned people. So they introduced me to this concept that it's always great to write a gratitude letter to someone.
Right.
And deliver it personally.
Yeah.
Read it out personally to
I
them.
would love something like that. If somebody gives it to me, it'll just make my day.
I can't say it now, but I'm writing for my family. Okay, so yeah. So I actually learned that from there. And another beautiful thing that I learned from the same intervention was that one of the teachers actually said that she practiced a gratitude jar with her family.
Right.
A lot of people just do it for themselves, right? Which is a great idea. But they did it for the family.
Okay.
So each day, each family member would put one thing in that
One
gratitude
thing.
jar that they're grateful for towards the other family member
Right, and they would see it by the end of the year.
by the end of the week.
Oh, that's
So
amazing.
that
That's
it
amazing.
also
You don't have to
helps-
wait for
Yeah.
1 year then.
Exactly. It's nothing like, and you feel so much loved.
Yeah,
You-
that's
And I
nice.
think there are sometimes a lot of times when you just take things for granted.
Yep.
And when you have to write it for your family members who are always around you, who are always
Yeah.
supported, we most of the times do not say thank you to them.
Yeah.
Right? We say it to the other people. कोई किसी ने आपके घर आके कुछ खाना deliver कर दिया, something like that. You say thank you to them, right? But we just forget our own family members.
Yeah.
तो किसी को भी नहीं भूलना चाहिए, सबको thank you कहना चाहिए. They are all a big influence in our lives. And
Yeah. Thank you so much for doing this for me,
Oh my
Stuti.
God.
Thank you for being
Oh
my
my God.
first guest on the show. And I've always done my videos all by myself. But this I think is so different, and this is going to help our viewers.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I hope I've asked you all the questions now. Anything you have in mind?
And not as of yet, but if at all we do, or if you guys have a question, please write it in the comment section below, and we'll be more than happy to answer, just as normal people who have just practiced it.
Yes.
Right? Not like giving you expert views, so you can be okay with that. And
So we're going to give you practical solutions to it, because this is something that we have experienced, and it does not come out of only books or texts. It is out of experiences. So you might be able to connect to it more. The biggest thing that I've learned from this talk today is that you don't have to bring massive changes in your life to become a better person or to become a different person. Or to see growth in yourself, but these are these small steps that you can take, which can bring huge changes, which can make you a better person, which can make you feel happier, grateful. It can increase, how you empathy in you, and it can change the way you look at people. And I think it's a very beautiful feeling when you know that you have so many things to be grateful for. I am definitely grateful for all you people who have given me so much of love. I'm grateful for this beautiful family, very talented, who's supporting me and who are always there. So I think with that, having said that, I would like to end up today's session. But like Stuti said, if you have anything in mind, please put it in the comment section below. Do not hesitate. We'd be very happy to answer whatever questions you have. Do not forget to share this video. Let most of the people see this video, and encourage them to start writing a gratitude journal. You start doing it yourself.
That's your homework for today. Just write 3 things you're grateful for today.
Wow. I think that's a great idea. So let's do it.
You can also
write it in the comments
section.
Write it in the comment section. Tell us 3 things you are grateful for. Let's start a chain, and let's have so much of positivity under this section.
Yeah.
So let's put a lot of positivity there. Put a lot of comments. Tell us what you're grateful for. 3 things you're grateful for.
And I just
let's
have to
say
say one thing is that it can really spiral. So along with this, you can also be grateful towards 3 other people, and let those 3 people know that you're grateful, and tell them to be grateful, and
so tag them as well,
guys. And it will just have this amazing spiral effect, guys. And just imagine during these testing times, if people understand that there's still a lot to be grateful for, and we're not undermining that we are all going through a very, very difficult times. People are losing their loved ones, but this will just help us cope with it. Right?
So now you have a lot of homework. You need to tell us what you're thankful for. You need to tag those 3 people you are thankful for or you're grateful for, and do let us know if you're grateful for this video as well. I'm gonna see you with another video very, very soon. All my love to you guys. Oh shit, एक चीज बोलना भूल गए.
यही ना कि लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब. नीचे एक सब्सक्राइब का लाल रंग का बटन है, और वो बिल्कुल फ्री है. फ्री में प्यार बांटी जाओ, और प्लीज
सब्सक्राइब करते जाइए. ओके, बाय.
बाय.